Alright guys, so I just wanted to show how easy it is to implement the BrainBlocks SDK into a brand new project. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just create a single view app, and then I'll just call this test because it doesn't matter. And then let's save that here, my projects. So as you can tell, I now have a completely scratch app. I don't have anything set up at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here, main storyboard. Let's grab ourselves a button. I'm going to drag this up here in the middle. Let's align it to the H and V axes. We're going to call it payment. And then link it up into our view controller. Let's see, change it to action. We're going to say launch UI. So I'm going to make a quick print statement here. It says launch UI. And then now that we have this set up, I'm going to open up my terminal here. I'm going to just go into that test folder that I just created. You can see I have my files here. So I'm going to do a pod init. This is going to create a CocoaPod for this project, and then I'm going to do sublime pod file. Now this command right here will be a little bit different for you guys, but basically all I'm doing is I'm opening up the pod file into a text editor. So not too much there. And then I'm going to go on here, click on my Safari. This is on the GitHub page for the iOS SDK, and I try and make it as easy to follow as possible. But there's definitely going to be a few things that I need to update on there. But anyway, went ahead and copied that. I'm going to paste it right here. Let's change this to 3 since that needs to be updated. And then this needs to match whatever our target is. And so our target here you can see is test. So I'm just going to rename this to test. And then that's saved. So now I'm just going to call pod install. It's going to go ahead and install all of these dependencies, which really there's only 3: Almo, Fire, our own SDK, and then the QR code generator. So now that's complete, you'll see that this now made some quick little things here. So I'm going to close that out. I'm going to say open test XC workspace. That's going to generate or open up the workspace for this. When you're using CocoaPods, if you haven't used them before, you do have to run it in a workspace since you're using multiple different projects technically in one. But anyways, so now I'm just going to go back to my view controller. I'm going to go to import and BrainBlocks. It's not there. Hold on. Sometimes you have to build it first, so it copies over that. Okay, there we go. So go to import. There we go. We've got BrainBlocks kit there. So now just in that button action, I'm going to go ahead and say BrainBlocks payment, create an instance, and then we're going to do launch. And here for view controller, you say self, since you're tying it to this view controller. And then for your payment currency, let's just go ahead and say USD to keep things simple. And then for payment amount, let's just say $2, so 2.0. It is a double value, so you make sure you provide double. And then for payment destination, I'm not going to actually do a payment, so let's just do xrb.ty2. That's obviously not valid, but we'll go ahead and use it anyway. And then let's see here. Perform. Let's see if this will launch. I might have to provide a valid destination. I don't recall if I do or not. It's going to build. Hopefully it doesn't take too long here. And then once this builds, it's just going to open up the simulator, and you can, from that point, hopefully be able to just test out the app and accept a payment. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to my GitHub page here, and I'm just going to copy this donation link because I have a feeling it's probably going to fail without a valid donation address. So we're going to go ahead and just update that. Okay, so you know it's now valid. Because I have a feeling it will fail. We'll see. So just click on payment. See it says launch UI. And here you go. So you say invalid payment amount, blah, 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 blah. So let's go ahead and just say payment address. That says invalid payment amount. That doesn't seem to be correct. I'm not sure why that's like that. For purposes of this, I'm just going to go ahead and change this to XRP anyway. And then we'll say, just so that way that error isn't there. I might have to fix it here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and just launch with a new destination and that new payment value. Okay, so you see here's our app. So you click on payment. It's going to generate that 0.001 payment session, and then here you go, you count it down, and you're now accepting BrainBlocks. It's as easy as that. I hope this helps. So again, if you have any questions, just create an issue on the GitHub page, and I'll try and help as soon as I can. If not, you can always contact me on Twitter. That also works. So, all right, thank you.